Motion 77, National Trades Union Support for Trades Council's Solidarity Work. The General Council supports the motion and it's to be moved by Liz Payne-Ahmadi on behalf of the Trades Council's Conference, seconded by POA. And can NUJ and ASLEF stand by to also participate in the debate? Liz.
President, Congress, Liz Payne-Ahmadi, moving motion 77 from the National Trades Council's Conference on behalf of the TUC-JCC. Congress, I wasn't allowed, of course, by rule to speak on Monday concerning the Trades Councils and their relations with this body, but today I can speak about the work that we do in our localities and our communities in support of every union and of every person living in those places across the country. It's a great privilege to stand here today. First time here, obviously first time speaker because of that, but before you clap, I want to tell you that it's almost 40 years to the day since I first walked into a Trades Council meeting in Scarborough representing NATFI as it was then in 1983. And of course, I walked into that meeting just a few months before the 150th anniversary of Tolpuddle and before the beginning of the Great Miners' Strike. And I learned from both of those what a huge difference the Trades Councils can make in our communities. Thank you. The Trades Councils have a unique role, bringing unions together, looking at the issues that face all of us in our workplaces, creating a picture of our locality and our community, building an understanding of our huge potential and what we can do together, and then, of course, getting on and doing just that. We bring our history, the history of working people and our class into our communities. We bring our very, very powerful togetherness into our communities and our understanding, very deep understanding of the localities. We take our campaigns out, in stalls, on the streets, leafleting, meetings. We know our area, we know our workplaces, we know our issues, we know exactly what needs to be done where we are. And we take our campaigns into local government and we take them to our MPs everywhere. And it doesn't matter what the colour of those MPs is. It doesn't matter about their politics, because we take issues to them which say, basically, that you can never stand up in Parliament and say that the working people of your town didn't bring those issues to you. During the strikes last year from the 21st of June, my Trades Council in Taunton stood on 62 picket lines with RMT, CWU, UCU, NEU, Unison, PCS, Prospect, the doctors, the nurses. We brought support to the picket lines. We organised solidarity hours. We organised rallies, marches, demos in Taunton. Taunton isn't a hotbed of revolution, but make no mistake, it knows what trade unions are and it knows what they want. Now, I've got 48 seconds to tell you how you can help and support Trades Councils. Please communicate with us, put all our secretaries on your mailing lists. Send us your releases. Please, regional secretaries, contact Trades Council secretaries. Let them know in good time what's going on. Because we can work for you, we can make a difference like you can't imagine if we have the information from you, and we will. We don't just talk about unity, we are unity. Solidarity with you all. Please support the Trades Councils, and we support you. Please support the motion.
POA to second.
President Congress Jackie Marshall, POA, happy to second this motion. Trades councils are an essential asset of the trade union movement, particularly those that are active. I'm an executive member of the Shropshire and Telford Trades Council. Our president, Ash Silverstone, is sat amongst the Unison delegation at Congress. Our Trades Council is active and in recent times have stood on many picket lines supporting those in dispute with their employers, but quite often it's only by chance that we've found out about the action. Likewise, we're unfortunate to have Stephen Yaxley Lennon living in our area, better known as Tommy Robinson, a British far-right anti-Islamic activist, convicted criminal, co-founder and former leader of the EDL and political advisor to UKIP. When he and his supporters plan a march in our area, the Trades Council is always there in opposition. But other than gathering support from our local unions, we have no avenue to gain support from the wider trade union movement. If this motion is accepted by Congress, it would provide an avenue for all trades councils to support and partake in any dispute, march or rally, as they would have the details and be able to organise. I can relate to everything in this motion. Communication is poor and it desperately needs to improve. Policy of the POA is that every branch affiliates their local trades council, and on occasions it's been really difficult to find names and contact numbers. If this motion is passed, it will help to address this problem and will give trades councils greater opportunity to support those in disputes and support each other. Please support the motion.
NUJ. NUJ and then ASLEF. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Oh, it's a bit of a bum fight up here to support the trades councils, isn't it? Morning, Congress. President David Nicholson from the National Union of Journalists. And I think there might be some buyers' regret in the hall over motion 76 on, was it 2 days ago? After hearing Liz explain what the solidarity trades councils give to us when we're in struggle. And that's why the NUJ want to support this motion to repay some of that solidarity work that the trades councils have done up and down the country when our members have been out on strike. And that's our members in the BBC, in local radio, fighting for their community news to be saved from the cuts that are going across BBC local radio news at the moment. And our members at Reach. It's not a toothpaste manufacturer, it's the company that owns the Daily Express, the Mirror, and in Wales, the Western Mail. Now, when our members in Reach went on strike, it was a catalyst for the young workers there. The young journalists joined the NUJ in their hundreds so that they could go on strike. And they were bowled over by the support they got on their picket lines, organised by the trades councils. They cajoled and persuaded all the unions to send along representatives to show their support and solidarity when our members were on strike. And for those young workers, it was a real lesson in the solidarity that the trade union movement shows each other. Now, in Wales, I'm on the General Council of the Wales TUC. we actually have 2 representatives from the trades councils on the General Council. So they find out all the information that's going on about disputes in Wales because they're there in the room, and then they go away and work really hard to make sure that our strikes are successful and our actions are well supported. And I think we should repay that and show the trades councils a bit of love and pass this motion, please. Thank you.
ASLEF.
Thank you, President. Congress, ASLEF, Andrew Hudd from ASLEF, rising to support. And Liz opened up her remarks when she was moving this motion that she was privileged to be here and speak to us today. Well, I'm privileged to be on the platform directly after her. She's a wonderful woman and has been a real ally to ASLEF in our dispute. Now, ASLEF, like many trade unions, have got the trades councils written through their rule book, and very recently, over the last few years, we've reinvigorated that rule and got activists into local trades councils, and that's been paid back in spades because those young activists have gone in and they've reinvigorated the councils, and the trade councils have been on every single ASLEF picket line since we've been in dispute for the last 18 months. ASLEF is not a big trade union. We haven't got the assets that the larger trade unions have. So when we get the trades councils distributing leaflets, turning up on our picket lines to make them bigger, as support, I mean, literally, we've had more supporters on our picket lines from trades councils than we have had pickets sometimes. And that, for young members and young strikers, those who haven't been on strike before, it's a real boost to their morale, and it's so vitally important. But we rely also as well, because we haven't got the boots on the ground, about distributing information about our strike and our activities and what the strike's about. And the trades councils have done a wonderful job about that. What this motion is asking for, by the way, if you've read it, is about getting trade unions to be more proactive in delivering information to the trades councils. Because if we have a more informed and educated members of movements and activists, then we can build those supports on the picket lines that are so vital to ASLEF and other trade unions of our size, but of course every trade union. So it's really important we support this today, and also important that the trade unions get young members into and active into those trades councils. Please support.
Thank you, Delegate. Motion 77 is before you. Will all those in favour please show? Put your hands down. Those against? That is carried. I call paragraph